And come on, friends. It's definitely nice to be a summoner with Felid just because our speed makes it much more viable than the usual characters would find it. Especially like even these death yaks, I think I will stand and fight a little bit. Because we can always just run away and keep throwing bodies at the problem until something sticks. So that's pretty sweet. In fact, let's just get more bodies. Fantastic. Another lightning spire while we're at it. Great work, kiddos. Keep it up. And we'll just rinse and repeat until the end of time here. In fact, that went well because we managed to explode all enemies and not touch our own little buddies in the fray there. So that's about as good as can be expected. A bit less so that time, but still not the end of the world. It's gained a lot of experience for taking care of these death yaks as well, so that is quite lovely. Guess maybe summonings just comes back on. This will just be our life for the rest of the run. Hopefully not quite that long, but we still have a decent amount of spell power to go on some of these, so it's not the end of the world, and it should get us through Lair at the very least. Oh my gosh, finally spells. Inner Flame is fun with Guardian Golem because you can try and pair those up for extra explosive power, but still not feeling super hot on that. Hopefully we find another spellbook relatively soon here. Hello, my friend. Again, just throw as many bodies as it takes at the problem here. Fantastic work, crew. Whatever I'm paying you, let's double it. What is twice of nothing? And, right, we can actually remove the exclusion now as well, seeing as how all the death yaks have been taken care of, and not too shabby. Pretty happy with how the first floor of Lair went there. Not too bad whatsoever. And let's try to just rinse and repeat this. Keep it going for as long as we possibly can. Ooh. What am I doing? I just kept hitting wait turn without doing anything. When did you sneak up to me? Excuse me, team? You had a job to do? Did you forget? 64% chance to blow your mind. You have 24 health, which means we need a max roll. Otherwise you're gonna hit us and potentially we just die. But you're very fast, so it's not like I'm running away here regardless. I also just realized that I haven't done any of the IDing of our inventory yet, so that's probably something that should be added to the list of things to do here. Oof. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go Lightning Spire, comboed into Blow Your Mind, and hit you with lightning, and hopefully you die. Ah, they did die. Fantastic. Great work. Oof, okay, so a little bit rough. We did lose another one of our lives. We're down to just one again here. Not the greatest news in the world, but should be okay for the time being. Let's get as many of our summons into the mix. Needing to dodge the blink frogs as they surround us from every possible angle might be a bit of a pain in the butt, especially since our Guardian Golem is set to blow here. So let's make sure that we're not in the blast zone, as it were. Fantastic. About as good as it gets at the very least. And what do I do with you, my friend? Try and blow your mind. If that doesn't work, just get the heck out of dodge. And do I have another unexplored stairwell? I do. So let's use this as a good time to actually do some of that IDing that we were just talking about. Hopefully get heal wounds. Wow, 5 potions of brilliance. Interesting. Curing's not bad though. I'm still happy with that. Do one more. How many ID? We have 3 ID left. I always like to get heal wounds if at all possible, but maybe we'll start doing a couple of the scrolls just to see how we're feeling. Enchant weapon, not great. But hey, it is what it is. go ADOM crew. Fantastic work by the lot of ya. Holy moly. Okie dokie. Well, this is quite the crowd here. Should do really well with the Guardian Golem, just for the amount of damage we can output. I do want to get out of the way of the Lightning Spire to also allow that to get in and help out a wee bit here. Or not so much. A little bit. Fantastic. And rinse, repeat. Once more. Into the deep we go. Just try to get enough buddies around that we don't take too much unnecessary damage. What did I just say, Blink Frog? Get the heck out of here. It was the entrance to Spider Nest that was ridiculously dense with all the bees. Fantastic. Well, absolutely love to see melee on a character like this. Not at all terrifying and upsetting. I'm sure it will go just fine. But not too shabby. And make sure we're not in the blast zone. Fantastic. And okie dokie. Definitely seems like we'll be able to get through Lair in one piece. We haven't fought any Hydras yet, so I'm kind of curious how that encounter would go. Potentially not quite as smoothly as what we've been seeing so far. At least that's my concern to a certain degree, but hope to be proved wrong. That would be nice indeed. Great job, team. And let's just keep heading onward, shall we? Okay, the bee has got to go. Fantastic, that does the trick. And then fortunately the dog is faster than a lot of these normal speed monsters, so we can always just kind of kite our way through the level. Less so if a frog shows up, and seeing as how they can keep up with us. But not too bad, all things considered. And where the heck is this? Come on, Blink Frog, please make my life slightly easier. Jeez, please. Stop. Stop blinking. Thank you. Wait, no, never mind. Stop. Jeez Louise, this Blink Frog really didn't want to fight. I almost feel bad killing them. Maybe we should have just let them live their life. They seem pretty content to not come near me whatsoever, so now I just feel bad. Now I just feel terrible. Okie dokie, just about done the floor here. And not too shabby at the end of the day. I swear I'm gonna get myself killed by my own Guardian Golem at some point, especially as Felid here, but I guess that's all, you know, occupational hazard of being a summoner. Probably get used to it by a certain amount of time. And okie dokie. So here we are once again. We could start training some unarmed. It will most likely come into play at some point down the road. I'm hoping to have some extra forms online, at the very least something like statue form to just give us defensive capabilities. Ideally, something like storm form. I liked dragon form last run, but unfortunately it doesn't quite have the defense side of things under wraps. So I was hoping during that entire attempt to potentially run into statue form, at least having the option to go glass cannon or a little bit sturdier is a decent economy to be presented with. Let's do it. Let's train at least a bit of unarmed. Shouldn't take long to bring up to somewhere around the 8 mark there. With 18 training, we're at 72% on our level 3 spell. Guardian Golem and Light Spire have a heck of a lot of ceiling to blow through there, so that's pretty sweet to see. Excited to see just how strong those sons of a guns get. And when do I start potentially retreating here? Because this is going to pick up real fast. And in fact, maybe I shouldn't have left the stairs. Oh, this is not a good spot to stand. Whoopsie daisies. Well, let's hopefully not lose our last extra life here, if at all possible. Come on, army, you can do it. I believe in all of you. All of you equally. We don't have heal wounds found yet. We could go with something like... I guess Might's not going to do a heck of a lot for us. We could resort to Charming and try and get one of these Sons of Guns on our side. So let's do a quick peek here. I think the Yak does more damage. It does. So if you could join me. Fantastic. That will do the trick. This Yak is going to come around eventually, so I would prefer to be in a reasonable spot when it does so. Ooh, hold up. Everyone jump on the Hydra. Oh gosh, now you're sneaking past though. I don't like that. I think we still got this. You know what? No, let's get the heck out of here, shall we? There we go. Great work, kids. Keep it up. So then we won't go back down that stairwell because I feel like that Hydra is going to be a problem if it gets the free turn. In general, I think that we can handle a Hydra. I hope. That's the dream at the very least. We'll have faith until proven otherwise. And until then, geez Louise. That's a lot of poison. Not too shabby. Aha. Almost. Okay, that was kind of dangerous. Casting in the Lightning Spire was not great there. I could have blocked my only escape route. Not a good call. Unfortunately, I don't believe I can get rid of these at all. And in fact, I cannot. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. Let's check out, I always forget the HEP ability. So we have Transference. Forces a target creature to pass through the realms of misery and exchange places with your ancestor. So we can do some fancy trading dealios here that could especially be useful if we have an enemy right next to us and we want to pop them off somewhere else. That's pretty sweet. And Idealize restores your ancestor to an idyllic version of their best self. Their wounds are forgotten and a glow of perfection infuses them, giving them a short-lived but dramatic increase in strength, spellcasting, and armor. Okay, I like that. Maybe we will actually turn on invocations a wee bit as well. Can train that up in the background here. And then, oh my pretties. Wreak havoc. Do your worst. Oh, except slightly concerned about the collateral damage that could be incoming here. New plan. Everyone come with me. Get some new bodies into the fray here. Slightly more manageable amount of spacing as well. I can back up a wee bit. Fortunately, Guardian Golem pretty much only took out allies there, so maybe not your best work with the whole, again, Guardian side of things, which seems like it's the most important aspect of your name, but who be I to judge? Far be it from being something that I feel capable of doing fairly, so that's fair enough. Alright, Sons of Guns, get in there. And we'll just try to keep the forces topped off, keep sending in reinforcements to the fray. I mean, I think the Hydra just died at some point there without me paying attention. Oh, Catrick as well, though. Rip. Salutes for Catrick. My poor buddy. Again, I knew them well. But they're back in no time. Really not the end of the world, fortunately. And great work, squad. Absolutely killing it. Let's just let them take care of the rest of the riffraff here. And well done. Not too shabby. Trying to see what I've summoned here so that I don't just double up on a summon that's already around, but honestly it gets kind of hard to keep track of when you have this many bodies in the mix. Which is a good problem to have, don't get me wrong. Absolutely love to see it. This, on the other hand, do not love. 7 to 23 damage. 2d7 to 23. You can just kill me, my mans. And you can fly? Let's try and teleport. Nope. Airstrike gets me. Well, there we go. That's our last life for the time being, and unfortunately brings us down in terms of experience too. That is a rough entrance to Shoals, my man. I guess we can try to go at it again here slightly safer. Make sure we give our ancestor time to heal up before we jump back into the fray. Come on, buddies, you can do it. Gonna be taking some airstrikes there, which is a wee bit rough, but fortunately not the end of the world. Hello? Could you please come this way, my Manticore buddy? Perfect. Well, geez, that was less than ideal. Do we have anyone still around? There was the Weaver and the Manticore and the Air Drake. I think that might have been it. So we might have actually done an alright job clearing out the area. Let's bring Catrick back to my side, of course. Always need the Catrick by your side. Ooh, I summoned a Lightning Spire. Okay, again, it was one of those situations where it could have been truly unfortunate because I could have summoned it right here in my only escape path. Wouldn't have been great. But instead, we just murder all of our new Dream Sheep friends. Hello, hello. Not too shabby. And let's throw some bodies into the mix there. Don't chase me. Fight them, you coward. Get out of here. And don't you feel dumb now, you Komodo dragon. Seven-headed Hydra, though, might be a little bit of a tougher cookie to crack here. Or not. They're dead already. Turns out I have no real understanding of difficulty levels on summoner style builds. Who knew? Not too shabby. And again, just keep throwing friends at the mix. What else are friends for at the end of the day but body tanking shots that may or may not murder me if I let them get through. Really just the dream at the end of the day. And come on, squad. Body block. Hell yeah. Actually requires a decent amount of thought to just make sure that you're always in the best possible position for using your allies to escape from any kind of nasty scenario as well. It's different for sure, which always kind of intrigues me in this game. I always really enjoy things that force me to change up the playstyle that I've gone so used to over the years. Do something a little bit different than our normal milieu here, which is awesome. Okie dokie. Great work, squad. Keep it up. I'm gonna back out before our Guardian Golem blows me to shreds. Oh my gosh, it's so close to dead. Oh, no, no, no. You can actually... Is it just up to 20 total? It's 25 total. No way you hit me both times. Perfect. Like I said, never a doubt in my mind. Let's not do something quite so silly this time around, shall we? Instead, just bring up enough friends that it won't become a concern. After all my big talk here, it'd be pretty dang silly of me to die just because I tried to face things head on instead of doing the right thing, the cat thing to do. Okie dokie, do we try out Layer 5? I'm always a little bit hit or miss as to whether I like to go to Layer 5 immediately or if I want to go maybe back out to regular dungeon, see how things are feeling, see how things are faring. Don't think I found our orc entrance yet, doesn't look like it. Of course, heading back out to the regular dungeon, we do have to be slightly cautious that we don't run into any issues with the Centaur Warrior that's on the loose out there. I think that was in D10. But hopefully they've stayed in their little cubby hole and haven't gotten any bright ideas as to where they can go exploring in the area. Regardless, let's give this a quick 30 seconds to simmer as I run out and grab a refill for my drink here. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back, decide where to go, and hopefully keep Uma Thurman alive. Can't believe she's lived this long, but hey, There's always a chance. You just gotta believe. So I'll be right back. Okie, pour this bad boy in real quick. Where do I wish to go? I don't feel very confident with either of the S branches yet. Hopefully before we go into Spider, I can get my hands on some better spells to throw at, because the overwhelm them with numbers thing isn't going to work when our enemies also use the same strategy. I feel like we're going to get into a bit of a battle of the bands there, and it's not going to be very pretty. Even Shoals I'm not sure how to feel about. So if I could get Erignia's Toxic Bog again, try it out twice in a row, that sounds pretty fantastic to me. For now, I guess we'll just head right back out to the regular dungeon. Hopefully not immediately die to something terrifying. So this is, yeah, Electric Eel territory, definitely recall that. This is where things got a little bit nasty, so we're gonna try to find a stairwell that's close to another stair down, so I can just skip this floor for the time being. Let's bring our ally back in and summon the masses. Let's do this, squad. Should go pretty fantastic, especially against single enemies. We have a huge advantage on our side, so definitely love to see that. No real issues there whatsoever. Even getting some higher level summoning spells would be really nice, since we have poured so much experience into that department. But we'll have to see what the dungeon has in store. Oh my gosh, you killed Catrick! How dare you? Just unforgivable, really, at the end of the day. Let's keep throwing bodies at the problem here. Beautiful. We're finishing the Hydra, no problems whatsoever. You do love to see it. And there we go, Catrick is back. The boys are back in town. Fantastic. And yeah, this will be everything in the kitchen sink kind of fight. I did back myself into a corner with the lightning spire, so that's not great. This is my last life too. At what point do I start throwing the teleport in here? Maybe now. In fact, maybe now is too late, but hopefully our Guardian Golem blows up. Not quite yet. I'm gonna go with Ambrosia. That'll heal us a little bit. Oh, now it blows up and kills basically everything. So now I very much am regretting the teleport. Don't have a lot of teleport scrolls though, so I don't know. You can always read a second teleport to cancel it, but I will be in desperate need of those moving forward. So maybe I just hope it dumps me somewhere good, and it does. Fantastic. And then we can just wait it out over here. Oh, hello, Catrick. Oh, gosh. Hello, Manticore friend. What the heck are you doing here? Who invited you to the party? Oh, gosh, and the warg is not doing as well as I thought. Unfortunately, we have barbs in our skin, so I didn't really want to start running, but let's see how much damage it does, because I need to get out of blast range. There we go. Very happy that we did that in the end. Jeez Louise. That could have gone horribly wrong. Okie dokie. But still in it. Still with it. Oh wow, that's an interesting dagger artifact. This is where I'd put my dagger artifact if I had one. Fortunately, not really in the cards for us as a cat boy here. But we will read our last few IDs here real quick. I was hoping for heal wounds. I can't believe we still haven't ID'd that. Turns out we haven't quite gotten a nice stack of them built up so far. Oh, there is entrance to Orc, though. That's fantastic. Let's put up our lightning spire and get at him, kids. Go for it. Fantastic. Back to the lightning spire. Turns out wasn't really necessary. Catrick is just gonna solo the entirety of this room. Holy moly. Attaboy, Catrick. You know, great work. I can't even be upset about that. You did great. Oh, I should not have replaced my golem summon though. That was definitely a wee bit of a misplay on my part. Not the end of the world still, fortunately. Especially since the next one does get to fulfill its purpose in life and blow them all to smithereens. Fantastic work. And there we go, already maxed out to everything that we had set for ourselves, and our combat invocations looking okay now. Not a heck of a lot of train there, but about as much as I need for the moment. Maybe we'll bring spellcasting up to 12 again. That's it for now. I really need more spells, my man. A bunch of hexes is not exactly great. I don't even know, what does this even do? Agony, oh, it is just torment. Cool, but they have to be adjacent, so that's gonna be a no from me, dog. Unfortunately, that's just not something I can really afford in this economy. That should be most of these sons of guns taken care of, and indeed it is. Just fantastic. And then let's send the crew in to deal with the acid dragon. Well done, folks. And okie dokie. Not too shabby. I feel like we can potentially deal with at least the first floor of Orc. Might get a bit dicey from there. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Ah, boomerangs of dispersal. Well, that sucks. Don't do that. Fortunately, it's still mostly baby orcs. A few orc wizards, but they're not the be-all end-all here. I can just do a quick little loop-de-loop back to the stairs for now. And do I stick around here whatsoever? It still seems fairly manageable. Nothing's taking care of this orc priest for us, unfortunately, which might be a little bit of a deal breaker. But otherwise, could maybe get through this in one piece. The bigger issue is that if I leave, it gets real hard to come back in. With a couple of orc warriors that can deal up to 28 damage each. Yeah, that's gonna have to wait a hot minute to say the least. Well, let's bring in a couple of extra bodies here while we decide. I feel like I can always run circles around these sons of guns, so... or not, because we have more smiters. Hooray. Let's recall ancestor. To me. This ogre's going to be a problem, but maybe not quite as much as it could be. Okie dokie. Oh, those boomerangs, turns out, are going to be the bigger issue at play. Scroll of teleport. Probably won't have time to take effect now that I think about it. I have no more lives, do I? I did gain a life at some point. Maybe even during this fight, because we hit level 13. Huh. What do I wish to do? What are your odds of hitting me, at least? 24% chance to hit? Oh, come on. There's no way, right? It's only 24%. I'm almost tempted to summon in like a guardian golem. Hope it lands below me and I can just swap places with it. I mean, the ogre's probably going to sidestep it and ruin my day anyway. But it would feel kind of cool and fancy. Other option, try to charm you. 50%. Perfect. Go get him, tiger.